All right, in our last class, we measured these 10 items and found their lengths in inches, and then we converted that length to improper fractions, and then we divided that and got decimals of their lengths. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass back your papers that has their length in decimals, and then you're going to fill that in each one of these cells. I already have mine done here, so you just transfer that using your paper and you'll type those in there. Now today what we're going to figure out is how can we have Excel help us, since we've measured these in inches. We want to know how long and what the length of these things are in centimeters, but we really don't want to go back and measure them again with our ruler. Well, we don't have to measure them again if you know what relationship there is between inches and centimeters. Okay, and the relationship between inches and centimeters is 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. So if one of our items here was exactly 1 inch, we would automatically know that it would be 2.54 centimeters. Well, unfortunately, none of our items are exactly 1 inch. That's okay, because you know that you can tell Excel how to figure it out. So we're going to click where we want our answer, which is going to be right here in C4, and we know that we have our length in inches, and we know that the centimeters are 2.54 for every 1 inch. So click where you want your centimeters and then go up here. Yours will actually look a tiny bit different than mine. We're not clicking on the FX because we're not asking it to sum or average or do anything. We're writing the actual equation in here. We want this cell to equal this. So click there for B4, the distance, the length in inches, times, and the times button in Excel is the asterisk, which is on the 8 key. It's also over on your number pad. Okay, so that's times right there, that asterisk. So it's the inches times, what was it? Oh yeah, it was 2.54 times 2.54. So if this was a 1, this would end up 2.54. Well, this is a 4. So we can already guess it's going to be 4 times 2 is 8, plus it's going to be around 10, slightly more than 10. And hit enter. It's 10.16. So this computer mouse that may have been 4 inches long, we can have Excel convert it to the centimeters simply by saying, all right, take the inches times the conversion, which is 2.54. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's click in C5, and we're going to say, all right, C5, we want you to equal B5 times, which is the shift and the 8 key, 2.54, and hit enter. And you can see that it was 4 there and 10.16, 4.5, so it's slightly larger. Okay, so this one we know is almost going to be the same as 10.16 because it's not very much more than 4. Once again, you'll click there. You'll click, all right, I want this to equal the inches times 2.54 and hit enter. And yeah, it's right in between there. Okay, B6. Okay, all right, so that kind of seems a little bit tedious. It seems a little bit like I'm doing the same thing 10 times. Well, if you remember our other lesson on the repeating lists, once Excel finds a pattern, you don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, so if you select your pattern and then grab your fill handle and pull this down, it'll apply the pattern to all the rest of it. Boom. So it's going to go ahead and apply that pattern to all of these. So in this case, we did B4 times 2.54. In this case, it knew to go up here to go B5 times 2.54, B6, B7. So the whole point here is you can use the lessons that we've already learned and apply those skills to making your work less. be 12 times 2.54. You really only have to do this once or twice to establish the pattern and then pull it down. Okay, so we have now converted all of these items, the lengths of all these items, to centimeters. Next, we're going to use our chart skills that we know and use these to chart it. Save this as last name centimeters and turn it in.